We are just 2 days into 2019 and Microsoft just released a PR piece detailing all the games joining Xbox Game Pass in January 2019. While it's not a huge month like December was, there are some brand new games launching day and date into the service, and I wanted to go over what is being added. What's going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. Hope everybody had a great New Year's, great Christmas. Took some time off to enjoy with the family, and now it's back on the grind, making videos. So if you enjoyed this video by the end, make sure you give it a like and hit that subscribe button if you're new. So let's get into the games joining the service. And actually, we gotta go back to December because Life is Strange, the complete Season 1 actually joined back on December 20th. I really enjoyed this Telltale-like narrative adventure. And it basically says, welcome to the portside town of Arcadia Bay. In the seminal, award-winning narrative adventure game Life is Strange, you play as Max, a high school senior who discovers that not only can she rewind time, but that all her actions, no matter how big or small, have consequences that will last a lifetime. Now, this game was added back on December 20th, and there's a reason why I'm talking about it here, because it does have to deal with another game that they are adding tomorrow. But they also added Life is Strange Before the Storm, episodes 1 through 3 on December 27th. It's a 3-episode arc taking place years before the first game. Before the Storm puts you in the shoes of Chloe Price, whose rebellious character formed much of the original game's tone. As Chloe struggles with difficult changes in her own life, she will need to support her friend, Rachel, whose world continues to be rocked and shaken. So, pretty interesting in that they added the complete Season 1 and then Before the Storm, all the episodes there. You can play them, download them, experience the narrative as like one, linear thing. Because one of the games they are adding to tomorrow, actually, January 3rd, is Life is Strange 2 Part 1, which is a new adventure with new characters and the prevailing themes of friendship, family, and mystery the series has come to be known for. Life is Strange 2 will follow the path of two brothers, Sean and Daniel Diaz, as they are forced to flee from their home after an unexplained and tragic event. Experience this first episode with Xbox Game Pass, plus look out for episodes 2 to 5 coming to Xbox Game Pass soon. So, what that sounds like to me is that future episodes of Life is Strange Part 2 will be launching in Xbox Game Pass, if I'm reading it right. Let's read it again. Experience this first episode with Xbox Game Pass, plus look out for episodes 2 to 5 coming to Xbox Game Pass soon. That's 100% right. So this is pretty interesting. This is the first time I remember them talking about, episodic games, how they could launch in Xbox Game Pass and reach a whole new audience of people who may not know about the title. So to get that to work, you drop in complete Season 1, Life is Strange, you drop in the prequel, and now you have the sequel, Life is Strange Part 2. Now, granted, it's going to have to be good, right? If you play Life is Strange Part 2, but you don't like it, you're not really going to be interested in playing, any of the follow-ups. But if you do get hooked, you can get it there, and here they are saying that, hey, all the other episodes will be coming to Xbox Game Pass. Now, the question I have is, will they be coming on day and date? Life is Strange Part 2, the one that is added tomorrow, that came out earlier last year, like a little bit in September, October maybe, and I know we're supposed to be getting episode 2 pretty soon, so it's going to be pretty interesting to watch out to see if, that is being added day one. But anyways, that is 3 brand new games, Life is Strange, and then also on January 3rd, tomorrow or today, depending on whenever you watch this, you get Ark Survival Evolved. Ever wanted to run around on a mysterious, futuristic island full of giant dinosaurs? Cool, we thought so too. Which is why we're bringing Ark Survival Evolved to Xbox Game Pass in January. You have to craft, hunt, and survive against not only ferocious local wildlife, but the hundreds of other players as well, all in the hopes of escaping the shores of this deadly island. Now, people love Ark. I played it a little bit with my friends. I didn't care for it. It's not my type of game. Those survival, crafting games, I just don't really care for them, but I know there's a ton of people that love it, and they're finally bringing it to Xbox Game Pass starting tonight or tomorrow. And then also, starting on January 3rd, so another game added pretty soon, is Farming Simulator 17. That's right. It's time to live out your dreams as a farmer, but without the whole getting dirt under your fingernails business. In Farming Simulator 17, you have access to over 250 vehicles and equipment to help harvest a variety of crops, take care of livestock, and then sell your goods to the local market and continue to expand your farming empire so you can take over the world. Okay, maybe that's too far, but you can ride a tractor. Now look, I don't care about farming games. I've played them, a couple years ago. They ain't my thing. I'm definitely not interested in playing a farming game, but for whatever reason, these farming simulators have their fans, and they do enjoy them. So if you're one of those people who've never really tried out one of these games before, well, you can hop on Xbox Game Pass, ride around a tractor, and pretend to be a farmer. Now, on January 7th, we have Absolver, which is a game launching day and date into the service, although it isn't a brand new game, as this game did come out back in 2017 for the PlayStation and the PC. Absolver is a kind of multiplayer-focused karate game, it says here. Live out a life as a martial arts expert focused on a variety of fighting skills, weapon knowledge, and hand-to-hand combat in the competitive online world of Absolver. Journey across forsaken lands and come face-to-face with others like you, learning new combat skills, obtaining new weapons, gear, and armor along the way, all in hopes of being considered worthy enough to be welcomed into the corps of the Absolvers. Now, this game got a lot of hype back when it first came out. I'm not sure it was reviewed very well. I know it had a lot of flaws. A couple of my friends played it, didn't really care for it, but they have updated it quite a bit. So it's going to be interesting to see if it has an online community when it launches in the Xbox Game Pass, which should give it that community, right? That's the whole reason of doing these things, is that you have access to a whole bunch of, millions of people, as Phil Spencer said. Be like, hey, I want to play Absolver. I'm going to check that game out, and it has a community, and you don't worry about, finding people that, are going to play the game. Plus, it's a day and date. I love it when this stuff happens. Even though I know it's been on PlayStation before, the fact that it's finally coming to Xbox and you can get it in Game Pass day one is pretty cool to me. Next up, we have Just Cause 3 joining Xbox Game Pass on January 10th. Cause chaos on a massive scale to take down a Mediterranean island's evil dictator. Return as Rico Rodriguez in the third entry of this awesome open-world action game that lets you skydive, supercross mountain ranges, hijack vehicles, and experiment in all sorts of unique, hilarious, and explosive ways to get your mission done. Pretty interesting that they're adding Just Cause 3 in January when Just Cause 4 released in December. You would think we'd want to have Just Cause 3 as part of Xbox Game Pass leading up to the release of the sequel to get people really excited to play it, but it's kind of, they're doing the opposite here. The sequel's out, and now they're putting the previous one into Game Pass. This game has also been really cheap. Every time there's a huge sale on Xbox, it's like on sale for like $7. I know it doesn't run particularly well even on the Xbox One X, but hey, if you never played a Just Cause game, maybe get into this one, and if you really do like it, check out Just Cause 4, although maybe they should have just added Just Cause 4 instead of Just Cause 3. And then finally, here, Aftercharge is joining on January 10th. Aftercharge is a bit like cat and mouse game, but in space, with invisible robots and no cats. With teamwork at its core, 2 teams of 3 players compete against one another. One must sneak across the battlefield to shatter 6 cylinders. The other is completely invisible, armed to the teeth, and must stop that from happening. Both teams need to work together, either coordinating attacks or creating distractions, all in the hopes of coming out on top. So this is a multiplayer-only game launching day and date on the Xbox Game Pass, which is something I really do enjoy and hope to see more of in the future. And 3v3, one team's invisible, seems like it'd be pretty cool. And if you notice, this is the last game that they mention in this PR piece. It's coming January 10th. There's still the rest of the month. They've teased that they're going to be adding more games later on, so I do kind of have to wonder if some of the bigger additions will be joining later in the month of January. That's always something to look out for. And also another thing that I kind of picked up on here, and maybe you have as well, no 360 games. That's for a long time Microsoft added 360 games to fill out the number of games available on Xbox Game Pass. But this month, there's not a single one. I'm pretty sure in December there weren't any either, which is good. As much as I love the 360 games, and I know a lot of people out there do, the back and pat stuff, I think Xbox Game Pass shines when they release Xbox One games, and especially when they release games that are coming to the service day and date that you can just buy it regularly. Brand new games, good quality games. So that's pretty cool. So that's the update for January 2019. There's going to be more games added later, which I might make a video about depending on how big the update is. But if you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, useful, entertaining, all that good stuff, make sure you give it a like. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Share this out on Twitter and social media. I'd greatly appreciate that. And if you want to be notified every single time I drop a new video, hit that notification bell. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.